Do you get anxious or lose focus easily and reach for a cigarette? Looking for an alternative? Our Clear Mind Herbal Smoking Blend is excellent for this. I want to share a little bit with you today about its emotionally supportive properties. I'm Lily from Brown Bear Herbs. Clear Mind Herbal Smoking Blend includes gotu kola, linden, spearmint, and mullein. And these are herbs that are supportive to mental focus, creative flow, and letting go of anxieties and being able to focus. That's how they have been historically used. And so I'm going to break down a little bit about each herb. First of all, mullein is in all of our smoking blends, and it is wonderful for supporting your lung health because it's not good to smoke anything habitually, and our goal is to help you quit tobacco or not start an addiction. So if you want to smoke occasionally, I think that's fine if you're smoking like in a conscientious way and you're listening to your body. And the best way that you can listen to your body is not being involved in an addiction, because an addiction takes away your ability to make good decisions. In addition to helping support lungs, which is a traditional use for smoking mullein, it is also energetically protective. And that is a property of tobacco as well. So they're different, of course, but mullein does have kind of a softening, insulating effect on your energy body, and it gives you like a reconnection or enforces your connection with your sense of like who you are as an individual, kind of your sense of what's right for you. And that's clarifying. Instead of feeling like you're blowing around, you're like feeling tall and centered and stronger. And there's that like protection of your lungs on a physical level. And then gotu kola has been used a long time for cognitive health and anxiety and depression. So it has other ways of being used too, but those are the ones that I'm focusing on for its use in Clear Mind. And Clear Mind is a very popular herbal smoking blend, and maybe the most popular. It is also used as a stage cigarette a lot. And we did Oppenheimer, we've done other big movies and film productions. The herbs in it are very supportive for acting because they help you focus and get rid of the extra stuff that could be distracting. Like I said, gotu kola is good for anxiety, depression, and increasing active memory, and just generally like helping sharpen the mind, I would say. And that extends to like diseases that can come up more as you age, like degenerative diseases. But a clean brain and a focused mind are helpful at any age. It's just like when you have those problems, then it becomes more of like a pressing matter. If you're younger, you can kind of compensate even if you're scattered, right? Yeah, so I would say gotu kola is energizing and it creates more movement. That's how I see gotu kola. And because of that, if there's, if you're not feeling energized and you're feeling sluggish, then you can be more depressed, or you could get like stuck in a loop, like a thought loop where you're, there's a block in there. And so you're just coming back to the same thing. That's not helpful for focus or creative flow or, schoolwork, anything like that. I really like Clear Mind for doing like those pesky tasks that you can't avoid, like taxes, stuff like that. I don't feel like I need much help with focus for doing art, but when it comes time to like sit down and do taxes, that's when I need more support. Then we have spearmint, and spearmint is good for people that are extra sensitive, I would say, and they feeling kind of like overwhelmed by life on planet Earth to some extent, where there's just like a lot of different people to adapt to, and there's some harsher realities that we can feel like overwhelmed by, or if not overwhelmed, just like slowed down by. Clear Mind can help give you a lighter feeling of being more buoyant and more like able to like skip along instead of getting dragged down, which is not to say this is like an upper at all, but it just like that peaceful, easy feeling of being more buoyant rather than being like high or something like that. Or I guess that's why this smoking blend is like pretty popular with people who smoke marijuana for when they want to have that focus and clarity, because a lot of things that bring us focus and clarity in our culture, like tobacco and caffeine and pharmaceuticals, they are not peaceful. They are like getting you jacked up. They're getting you like wired. And so if you're into marijuana, you're probably not really as into that like wired anxiety feeling. You want to like calm down. So this is a nice herbal smoking blend. If you need to focus, you need to use your mind, you need to be clear, but you don't want to feel like wired and jacked up. So try it in those situations. And then the last herb is linden. I love linden. I've spoken about it many times before. And it's, talk about your, again, with the peaceful, easy feeling. Linden is a tree, and it was typically, there was one planted in each town in Europe or growing. And under that tree, you would do a lot of things like business and legal things and working out any kind of disputes, because it would bring a desire for peaceful interactions and fair interactions, kind of like Libra vibes, and remembering like the positive reasons that you come together. So it's a beautiful herb. It is used a lot magically, but it's not dark magic at all. It's like a lot of the magic it was used for was like, let's have a happy, romantic, peaceful home life. like just like remembering why you love each other and like harmony in the home, stuff like that. It has a reputation of being used for anxiety, ADHD, allergies, kind of inflammatory response things. It is a cooling herb. It has a great flavor. You can't really notice the flavor in the smoke. The smoke has more like, because you're burning it, it's just gonna be different. So it has more just like a light, like cooling mint quality to the smoke, but not like it does not have any like essential oils or something or chemicals that would make it have a strong mint flavor. That's what you're gonna find in those smokes and other things that have that like taste like mint. If you're burning a natural leaf, you're not going to have that experience. But linden in general has like a really beautiful cooling, sweet quality. And if you live in an area where there's linden trees, then enjoy harvesting some in the summer. You can make like a simple syrup to have in a cocktail, or add to like a light lemonade or something like that. Or pancakes. That's Clear Mind. It's very popular for people who have ADHD, I've heard. Like a lot of reviews I've seen have said that it helps them with their focus and like releasing anxiety, just so they can like do what they want to do. Very popular with marijuana smokers for that feeling focused and not wired. And then great as a stage cigarette for when you need to smoke for work or want to smoke for a play or movie that you're doing for more like an extracurricular, and you don't want to harm your lungs or get addicted. So those are the many applications of Clear Mind. It is our lightest smoke. It's actually gentle and protective, and Clear Mind are about equally light. And so it really just depends what kind of feelings you have and how you need to use your smokes or how you typically use them. I would say if you tend more towards depression and like psychic overwhelm, then gentle and protective feels like a fairy godmother hug. Whereas Clear Mind, better for like ADHD per report, anxiety, and it has more of like, I just finished doing yoga or meditating vibe, and like I'm really centered still. So there's some overlap there, and they're both kind of typically more solo smokes. So if you're somebody who needs a lot of alone time or goes off by yourself to have a cigarette to regroup, then you might try both Clear Mind and Gentle Protective to see which one's the best fit for you and maybe better at different times, and just enjoy some peace and quiet. Anyway, you can learn way more at roundbareherbs.com and find our products. This is available in filtered classic, which doesn't have a filter. It has a little piece of paper with a message on it, so don't miss the message when you get done smoking. It's meant to be inspiring, or help you feel like reinforce your feeling of being tuned into the herbs. And it's also available in little pouches to make your own cigarettes, smoke in a pipe, or try it as tea if you don't want to smoke, or you're not feeling like smoking that day, but you still want the herbs, like if you get sick. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I love to see comments. So if you have any questions or you like videos on different subjects, please let me know. Have a great day.